Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to be taking a build that someone wanted me to have a look at, and then I'm going to give my own thoughts about it and make my own version of the build. This video will probably be a bit shorter than the previous ones, but I hope that it can help you guys out a little bit. So let's have a look at the build. The one that I've been given is the Captain V2.1 PvP build. It seems to be a Dex build with a Rapier and Musket. So you show me that, okay, you want to go Dex, main stat, Constitution second. Yep, that's nice. That's probably what I would go as well. So for the Rapier, the three skills that he's gone for here is Tondo, Finish and Flourish. I think that these two skills are very good together because there is a passive here for Tondo. So if you're going to take any of these skills, they need to be together anyway. And the last skill we got is Evade, low cooldown mobility skill that provides momentarily invulnerability, which is very, very good actually. So these are probably the three skills that I would take on Rapier. I think there's a few passives that I will go over in my build up here, but we'll get over that when I go over my build, okay? And for the Musket, we have powder burn, shooter stance, and traps. Okay, so my initial thing that I look at here is I do question why we take shooter stance. It's more of a skill that you would take when you're sitting back and you have time to be in the stance, because you are limited to you are immobile, right? You are crouching down, standing still, firing these shots. So I do question why we're taking this skill. Maybe the author of the build has some input on that, or his idea behind it, but personally I wouldn't take shooter stance if you're going to be sort of close range with Rapier anyway. I would look at taking other skills, and we'll go over that when I go over onto my build here. But the other two skills, yeah, I do agree with those. There is a little bit of something with the ultimate that I will also touch on. But yeah, I'm quite happy with the Rapier skills. A couple of passive changes I would make, and yeah, the Musket we would change when we have a look at my build here in a second. So, onto my build here. Dexterity main stat. I haven't shown that I've put points into Constitution, but as a secondary stat, yeah, you would put points into Constitution. It's just main stat is going to be Dexterity since of the weapon choices. I think that's pretty straightforward. Right, so let's just compare really fast the Rapier skills here. So I have the same skills, just a few different passives. Well, it's actually just one passive change, right? I'm very happy with the Rapier skills. I'm not going to go over everything, right? Because it's your build, and I'm just taking it and making some changes, right? That's all I'm doing here. So I just want to show you the changes that I've made and why. So the only thing, so this is your build here, and then we move on to my build. So the only thing that I've changed is I've swapped this passive for Evade, and I've put it over to Refreshing Strikes. So Refreshing Strikes reduces all cooldowns by 1% for any hit. So this was going to affect Finish and Flourish, Tondo, and Evade. Now, keep in mind, it's just 1%, right? But it's 1% for all three skills. So and it's for any hit. So for when it's any hit, I'm not actually too sure if that also counts when it's bleed ticks as well. Probably not. If it did, it would be pretty strong, I think. Anyway. So the reason that I decided not to go for Crescendo is because individual successful light attacks reduce the cooldown of this ability by 30% each. Now, it's only affecting Evade, which is already on a 6-second cooldown, which, I mean, 6-second cooldown is already very, very low compared to every other skill in the game. So if a light attack reduces Evade by 30%, then it's about 2 seconds. With Crescendo passive, you can pretty much have Evade up all the time, literally all the time. So I just basically took this to help reduce the cooldown of all skills rather than just Evade, because I think that maybe you get just a bit more value from reducing the cooldown of all the skills rather than just having evade up like all the time. I don't know. It might still be better to take this, but like this is just my initial thoughts. Like everything else is the same. It's just I would just rather have reducing the cooldowns of all the skills rather than just evade. But it might turn out better to have evade up pretty much all the time anyway. Right, we'll move on to Musket now. Now, Musket is where I've made the biggest changes. Okay, so let me just grab your Musket here compared to my Musket. So I've got more points into the Trapper tree, and I've taken Sticky Bomb over Shooter Stance. So like I explained before, Shooter Stance, you know, you're crouching down and you're taking shots, right, instead of being able to move. So not being able to move is just shit, in my opinion. The only times in PvP where you really don't want to be moving is if you're in a backline casting, or you know, if you're being stunned, right? So I don't think this build's really for backline at all. Like it's more of like it's more kind of skirmishing, like you're going in with the Rapier and doing your stuff with that, but then if you need to pull back a bit, right, and you can go sort of midline-ish, then you can start using Trapper and bombs, if that makes sense. So we still have Powder Burn, okay? So you've got both skills in Powder Burn, but I've taken out Chronic Trauma, so we can have more points in Musket. So, right, I needed to touch on the ultimate, actually. So if a target is hit by any 2 of the Trapper abilities within a 4-second period, it reduces then all cooldowns by 20%. You gain stamina and movement speed. So from reading this, to me, it sounds like you have to hit an enemy by 2 abilities, right? That's what it says, right? Hit by any 2 of the Trapper abilities. So the Trapper abilities are Traps and Sticky Bomb. If you trap someone, they're then immobile, and then you can throw the Sticky Bomb on them, and then Stopping Power might work as well. It's just that it says Stopping Powder, Power Shot, and Powder Burn are all overload skills, so I'm not sure if like their classes like overload skills. Anyway, I digress. But Trapper abilities, right? So I think Stopping Power would count as a Trapper ability, so this is in the Trapper's tree. So you could go like, I think you always take Traps. I think Traps is really strong. Being able to immobilize a target for 3 seconds is quite good in my opinion, because that's even like 3 headshots. But the way that I see it is that if you trap someone, you can then throw the Sticky Bomb on them for free. And it says that it detonates after 5 seconds, but I'm not too sure if like being hit by it is also being attached by it, or if it's when the damage actually happens. So this build will most likely be changed quite a lot after beta, but since we don't actually have access to the game, then all we can do is just talk about it and think, right? So yeah, these are my initial thoughts for that. What else is there? Okay, so what we've done is that we've taken 4 points. So we've taken Chronic Trauma out, and we've taken all of the stance stuff out. Okay, and we've put 3 points into here, so we can get Sticky Bomb. And what I've done is I've taken the passive out of Powder Burn into Ballistic Advantage, so that if you are trying to long range, then the bullets are a bit more effective, because sometimes maybe you are thinking. But again, much like what I've done on Rapier, it really doesn't matter too much. Like, you can run this or this, but also you can just run this or you can run this. It really is personal choice here. I've just chosen to take this because I don't want the damage fall off, right, for more than 50 meters. 50 meters isn't that much, and you know, but before you engage in a fight, people are going to be more than 50 meters away probably, so you want to be taking some shots before getting close. So I'd rather the initial damage from range is a bit more. Plus the burn could easily just get cleansed. So again, yeah, it's just personal choice really. I wouldn't worry too much about it. We still got all the same skills in the same passive, sorry. All we've done is just move from Shooter Stance to Sticky Bomb because if someone gets caught by your trap, it's a free sticky bomb. That's pretty much all I've done. I've just adjusted some passives. I really don't think having shooter stance is good at all for this kind of build, because it's close range, and then using shooter stance will just keep you immobile. So that's literally it, man. I don't think there's really much else I would change. It's just, yeah, my personal opinion on each of those. This video is a little bit of a mess. I do apologize for that. Right, if anyone else would like me to have their thoughts put on a build, just put it in the comments below, and I'll try to get round to, just put your builds in the comments below, and I'll try to get round to it before beta. These videos are a bit shorter, so I can do them a little bit faster. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. If anyone that wants me to have my thoughts put into their build. There's just a couple more weeks now till beta, guys. I'm really excited to play. I will be streaming on Twitch on the 20th. So if you want to stop by, say hello over there, be sure to go shoot me a follow over on Twitch. Links are down below, and also just on my YouTube page. Yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys around. Bye-bye.